Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
Here, and who wants to who wants to talk about some RoboCop tonight? Welcome to the Video Vaults live stream. I'm your silly host with the honorary fake PhD. It's right here. Yeah, it's from Game Closet University. Dr. Scott here, and you'll normally see me on the Game Closet channel. And that's over on YouTube. I make jokes, make fun of myself, pour cherry pie filling over my head, dress like Snowman from Snoke and the Bandit, just to get a few laughs from you as we review and talk about video games. Check out the silliness on Game Closet, and please subscribe over there. But, of course, my guests and I will be making, not making fun of RoboCop. We'll be talking about RoboCop tonight. Well, we will be making fun of it later. And they're going to be joining me here momentarily. So whether you're in wherever you're at in the world today, we hope you're having a great Sunday, and we'll be glad to help you finish your Sunday evening out. Oh, excuse me. Just a note that Game Closet Video Vault Live will be a pop-up live stream for the moment, meaning we're going to be popping up from time to time to get our sea legs, so you may see us more regularly sometimes, or just pop in occasionally to say hello. So anyway, we'll be talking about movies new and old, video games also, new and retro, whatever pop culture phenomena suits our fancy. So please hit the like mitten down there and subscribe to Game Closet Video Vault Live on YouTube. You may be seeing the stream on Facebook on the Game Closet page. So hello to you as well, and thank you for dropping by to say hello. Now, without any further ado, I'd like to bring on my guest, firstly from Boston, from Caps Off Gaming on YouTube. He's the funny, his laugh is infectious, he's a funny guy, and he makes me laugh. You know him as Technish. Please welcome our friend Gene to the channel. Oh, Gene! Hey, there he is! Once again!
Yeah, I was up. We're back.
We're back.
Yeah, I was just playing some RoboCop on my Nintendo Game Boy right now, and thank you, Dr. Scott, for inviting me on the podcast. Induction roll. Hit the champagne on the boat. Let the get rocking.
The inaugural.
And yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's been Technish Capsule Gaming. Either Gene or Technish, either one is fine. And I'm here to talk about some RoboCop, yo.
Woohoo! I have never owned a Game Boy. Never.
Oh man,
I'm gonna have to get one because everybody has one and I don't, and I feel like the kid who's...
Yeah, so I guess you need to talk to the next person that's about to show up right now, right?
Absolutely, I think that's probably a good idea.
You talk to him.
I know he soups them up. Well, without any further ado, let's bring in our second and final guest for this evening, all the way from Texas. You don't mess with Texas, baby. Keanu Reeves has been accused of looking like him, and he shoots just as well as John Wick. And he's also from the huge and fun gaming page on Facebook. He does it just for fun, but he's our ambassador on Facebook.
Bring him on, man. Bring him on.
It's Retro Rob. Rob,
there
he is.
How's it going, everyone? Thanks, guys. Thanks for getting together, man.
Yeah, it's open carry in Texas. That's right.
Yeah, open carry Wii guns.
So, could I carry like a bazooka? It has to be legal, right?
Yeah, I think you can carry it. You just can't go inside anywhere with it, I guess.
So I can just hang out the laundromat and have to say, I got to do my laundry, but I can't bring this in.
Right. Okay. They're like, I'll just put it outside with the other bazookas.
Right. Yeah. It's like a big bale of bazookas in the back. You know what I mean?
Sell for $5. Well, let's get into RoboCop here, everybody, because that's what we're here for.
Yeah, let's do it.
I don't know if I've ever mentioned it to you guys, but I met Dr. Peter Weller. Yeah, last month. Yes, he was a really nice guy, and
posted about that.
my best friend Greg here. We went to Cleveland to see him. He was a really nice guy, so we were really happy to meet with him. So
for our younger viewers out there, Peter Weller was the one in the middle for the younger viewers.
Yes, that was Peter Weller, who he was, because I think, I'm the tall guy with the goofy smirk on my face and the hat. Yeah.
I mean, you could tell, like, Peter Weller, like, put your finger up on the screen and kind of cover his eyes. That's what I'm doing right now.
Well, when he wears his hat,
look at the jawline.
He had his hat on, I was like, oh my gosh, it's Murphy.
That's him.
He just looks so, different with his, with no helmet on, So yeah, it's pretty cool.
He played. Someone in the chat said he played a dirty cop on Son of Anarchy. Okay,
Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah. I heard he was on there, but I haven't seen it. That's really cool.
Nice. All right.
That's from Rock'em Sock'em.
Yeah, Rock'em Sock'em. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, John's out there watching. Hi, John.
Yeah. What's up, buddy?
Nice. Well, as you guys know, the original the movie RoboCop was released in '87, like 30 some odd years ago, and well, I have a lot of fond memories of seeing it in the theater and such. Matter of fact, when I went to go see it, they were showing Beverly Hills Cop 2, so you got to see the one movie for free and you paid for the other. So it was like what they used to call a sneak preview, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. And I had just had I was like 14 or 15 at the time, and I had surgery done on this arm. I had a cyst removed, and there I am. I have to keep it up like this that very day. So my hand's cold, and I'm trying to open this box of M&Ms, and my buddies are sitting right there trying to get this box of M&Ms open, and they just all over my lap, and I went. And Greg looks at me, the very same Greg in that photo, and he goes, "If you'd have just asked me, I'd open up for you, dumbass." So there I'm eating M&Ms out of my crotch.
That, dude.
So I was dumb 15-year-old kid. I haven't learned much since then. But anyway, 30 years ago, what do you think that this movie is relevant and enjoyable to audiences today? So if you were going to sit down and show this to somebody who is, say, 20, 25 years old, is it going to be relevant to them? Gene?
Yeah, I can talk about first. Like, I think, like, when you talk about, like, AI, like, we have these machines now that try to mimic like human life and stuff like that, and they have like the latex face with like the articulation and stuff like that. I think that's kind of relevant. I think another thing is like you seen like Boston Dynamics.
Yeah,
you've seen those videos, and then they're like using the broom and like kicking them around and like abusing these things,
taunting them.
Taunting them and stuff.
That's how it starts, man. That's how it starts.
Yeah, but like that type of whatever like structure that robot and everything, but then you're attaching it to a human being and stuff. Like even Elon Musk talking about that thing, that chip you want to connect to your head and stuff like that. So like RoboCop is very rudimentary when it comes to that, but if you want to look at it like from back then till now, like even all the science fiction that has been written, there's been some form of like tech that's been made for it. That's now, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like think about the tricorder from Star Trek. Yeah. Like your phone's a tricorder now. It can literally do that. You know what I mean?
And we got the doors that open and all that stuff.
Yeah, and everything. Doors open, everything. So in terms of like RoboCop, like back then, like what they were trying to show, like like a lot of that kind of translates now too. So that's my ends right there. Rob.
I was gonna say also too, I think if someone is 25 now and you were to introduce them to RoboCop or any of these great sci-fi movies from the 80s that we grew up with, they might be intrigued by them in the sense that we're intrigued by older movies ourselves. I constantly go back to the old Humphrey Bogart, the old black and whites, because I like to see movies from the past, and I think that would appeal to you. And that also, not to, I'm not trying to make fun or anything, but it's also probably trendy to be into like the retro 80s movies, and there's a big community out there that obviously is still keeping the 80s alive.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I had never seen the other movie with Peter Weller until just recently, and I own it, and I've had it for like a couple years.
Buckaroo Banzai?
Buckaroo Banzai.
Oh
I just
my God.
watched it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I didn't see that until like probably like 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah,
well, I watched it the day after I met Peter Weller. I was like, well, I've owned the damn thing. I may as well watch it now. And I'm sitting there trying to get a handle on this movie. I'm like, okay. And I know this movie at the time was made to kind of be cheesy. Yeah. And I think as time has progressed, because it was meant to be cheesy, that's how it kind of holds up. And I think, RoboCop was not meant to be cheesy, even though the director did have a lot of the social commentary and things like that were kind of like tongue in cheek. So I think that's what makes it hold up too, because it does poke fun of itself. It doesn't take itself too seriously. And I'll just comment, kind of like how the new one, the remake did. I felt that the remake took
Art Freak, he did meet Peter Weller.
Art Freak is commenting. I'm good. I'm glad you're saying, Gene. Maybe I'll just let you be like, hey, Art Freak. you can announce. You're on the comments, man.
Yo, Scott, keep going. Yo, I'm on it.
Yeah, sorry. Art Freak is you met Peter Weller, and
he did straight up.
Yes, I met Peter later. Did I tell you guys that I actually met Peter Weller?
What?
Yes, I met Peter Weller.
Who is in the middle?
Yes, he was.
Keep going, Doc. Keep going, man.
Yeah,
Yes! I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah. So,
yes.
Met the man himself. But anyway.
Yeah, Buckaroo Banzai is probably like, that's everyone's favorite. Every gaming nerd out there, that's one of their, everyone loves that movie in some aspect. And they even use it in Ready Player One. So.
And I haven't seen that yet.
Okay.
And I dug Buckaroo Banzai and really enjoyed it.
Read the book first. Don't watch the movie first. Read the book.
Somebody else told me that. Yeah.
Don't watch the movie first. Read the book. Okay. I read the book first.
Now.
Do not watch the movie first.
Okay.
I read the book first.
I've waited this long.
Yeah.
I've waited this long. Now, the design of RoboCop's suit I've always felt is very iconic. I've always wanted to have one myself, and I know that there are people out there that 3D print them or they buy them. And I'm a big guy, I'm like about 6'4", 6'5", so I know it'd be expensive. It's not like, because you saw how short everybody said to me about Peter. Well, I thought he'd be bigger than that. I'm like, yeah, I did too. But that's the suit in your head. You're thinking he's much bigger.
Right, and the camera angle and stuff like that too. Yeah.
Well, especially when you first see him walking through the precinct. I mean, they have that kind of up looking at him, and then everybody go, what's going on here? But what do you think that sets that apart from other robots or cyborgs in other movies?
Rob, you go first, Rob.
I think what sets it apart is in this aspect, there wasn't a lot of human integration for this, because it could only salvage his brain and his face.
Yeah, and a little bit of his organs.
Right. A little bit of his organs here and there, that was it.
He ate the baby food.
It was just like, this was it. Yeah. This was it.
I think that's what kind of makes it different than a full-on cyborg or a full-on... but then it takes actual cyborg from DC Comics. How much of him is also... I think he's almost the same percentage of human as RoboCop, right?
Just if you're thinking about Cyborg, Cyborg got half of his face.
Right.
It was there was in the comic book, it was half of his face, and then the rest of his body was all cybernetic. So yeah, just about the same.
Okay.
It's about the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you look at RoboCop's face, his half is right here, and then all of this. But it's all. But actually, that fleshy parts underneath the helmet too.
Mm. That's another thing.
Yeah, his brain's under there.
Right,
Yeah.
and that's another thing too that obviously differentiates between that and a robot itself is that he's able to override the thoughts or the computer stuff that's in him at times when decision making. So whereas regular robots like ED-209, he just shoots and kills. There's no there's no pump to brakes. Oh wait, maybe this guy is he just
There's no pump to brakes.
No, he's like dead. That's it. You're dead.
You have 10 seconds to comply, and that's
Pump
it.
the brakes.
Yeah.
Stop.
It wasn't even 10 seconds. He was like 10, 9.
Bye, Mr. Kinney.
Yeah.
Here's your check.
That's a good one.
Yeah, exactly. You know what sucks too is the guy who worked at OCP that day, man, the janitor.
I never thought about the.
He's like,
well, because you think about the janitor later.
How many more
after,
windows am I going to
they
clean
blow
in
up the
this
whole
place?
office? But you don't think the models.
It's probably not
bloody.
the first time. It's probably not the first time. Because nobody's like, you're illegally parking there, and then he's already pulling out the wrap. Like,
Yeah.
What's
he's ready this time. Yeah.
He's already ready. Like
He goes home, dude. He goes home, and his wife's like, she's like, "Honey, how was your day?" And he was like, "You just wouldn't believe it, man. Again."
Was there a clogged up toilet? No, I had to pick up some guy's guts off of a model in an office.
Yeah. How many times have I told you, honey? I'm so sick of this ED-209.
Oh my gosh.
That's it. I'm getting in one and driving around the city myself.
I think the biggest thing about his suit was like it fit, like the suit moved like it would, like a robot, like a cyborg would. Like it was very deliberate. Like he doesn't do like 45-degree turns. There's 90-degree turns, yo. Like stop here, turn here, left here, right here. And
you know how he prepared for that?
That was all Peter Weller.
Yeah, he studied with a mime.
With a mime.
Yeah, his facial expressions and his movements. I'm not kidding. He literally studied with a mime to do that.
That makes sense.
And then he beat the mime up afterwards.
He counted to 10.
His moves are very deliberate, like the way his body is and everything like that. Like he doesn't need to finesse. Like like the new RoboCop could like jump over stuff and flip.
I don't acknowledge the new RoboCop. Sorry.
Okay. Hey, it's there though. Hey.
I know I'm in the minority when it comes to that film. I did enjoy the movie. Was it RoboCop to me? No.
When I saw his,
but again, I'm just pulling it out in terms of that. Like his movements are very deliberate because, like, I mean, look, it takes like large caliber rounds to really even mess with this guy.
Yeah.
Does he really need to waste time like ducking and diving? No, I'm just gonna target and blow people away. Like, that's it. So in terms of the suit, like the way his suit was like structured, it matched his movements. You know what I mean? So
yeah
that's where I'm at with that, with like the suit. You know?
Well, another thing I really liked about the suit is, unlike some robots and cyborgs you see in some movie, I mean, yeah, he did have that threatening, foreboding, ominous kind of a look because he was big.
Jacked.
Yeah, he was jacked.
He was jacked.
But he was also shiny like a brand new car.
Mm-hmm.
And he had that metallic, well, not just the metallic sheen, but you could see that the color shift on it. And it kind of gave you that, well, if you were a criminal and he pulled out that gun, it was like, oh crap. But he was approachable at the same time, because you saw little kids coming up to him like when he was in the schoolyard, and they're like, oh, it's RoboCop, he's cool. So he's just another cop, and he's not, he's not just another cop. So I think that's what, kind of set him apart, because, he could be threatening, but at the same time, he could kind of show you I was somebody to trust just by standing there.
Yeah, the kid after in that scene in the schoolyard, like, he kind of turned around and like startled them, but then they showed another like wipe to, and then he's like him and like a little girl's like grab it, like
shaking his hand.
So yeah, I see where you're coming with that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because if you saw Arnold's Terminator, no matter which movie, 1, 2, 3.
Nah.
You saw him coming at you. All
He's
right. So when I
he's not
used to
cuddly.
have hair, and I used to spike my hair up like that, and I had my black shirt
He's
on,
not
black
cuddly.
leather
That's
jacket.
not a cuddly person, yo.
No.
Nah.
and I'm walking through my church going into the pastor's office, and a friend of mine, Michelle, she was working at the church at the time, and she was working up at the front office, and I knew her from high school. So I walk around the corner, and she's like this little thing, and she walks around and almost walks right into me. She goes, "Oh my gosh." And I go, "What?" And she goes, "I thought you were the Terminator." I was like, "Oh, I don't look that much like the Terminator. I'm wearing all black and I got spiky hair, but that's about it."
And you're like, "Don't forget the donation basket."
If you do not tithe, God says you are stealing from me. That's what I always thought.
Say 6 Hail Marys.
Our Father who art in heaven, you are going to die.
Did you know, as far as like Peter Weller also having trouble with the heat in the suit, but he also, since he had trouble hearing, he actually listened to a Walkman while filming.
I didn't know that.
Really?
So
I know he sat there in his underwear in the car.
There's a scene in the movie where he was just blasting away, and I think it was a shootout with the drug dealers. That scene.
Yeah.
He was listening to Peter Gabriel's Red Rain while doing that scene, and he said it was.
I don't know the song.
He said it was psychotically.
I know we can't play it either, but I don't.
He said it was to have that going on in his head while mowing people down. He said it was trippy.
That's surreal.
Yeah.
Like somebody text me that song. I want to hear it.
Okay. I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
And the movie does have a lot of dark humor in it and some very memorable scenes and quotes.
Oh man, we're getting into the dark scene. Oh yes. I'm going first. I want to go first. So I picked 3 just in case, because I don't want to step on nobody's toes.
I didn't pick any. I was too busy looking up facts and stuff. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
There's just so many.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with my all time, like it was like gross, but it was funny at the same time. All right. So we all remember the fight in the Iron Yard, right?
Yes.
Okay. So remember one of Boudica's men, like, was out there and like the what do you call it, with the bread truck? I'm gonna call it the bread truck.
Yeah.
Like
that's what I call it. It's a bread
the
truck.
bread truck. The bread truck hit him into the vat of toxic waste.
Yeah.
And then he like washed out the back, like the bread truck crapped him out. So then after that, right? Then his mans came around the corner. He was like he grabbed him, was like, "Help me," and everything. He was like, "Oh yeah, that's the dude." He was freaking out. He was like, but then
did I leave my debit card here last night?
Yo, I'm getting excited, but I need to be coherent right now. So,
all right.
So then he pushes him off, right? So then the other guy in like the SUX 9000, whatever, right, whips around the corner and then hits him, and he just splatters on the windshield, dog. That was the funniest, disgusting, wildest thing I've ever seen.
I was 12 when I saw that, and it stuck in my head until deep into my 30s. I can't shake that scene.
When he walked around the corner, he's like, "Help me!"
Yeah.
And then Leon Nash looks in and he goes, "Get away from me! No, don't touch me, man!"
Yeah.
And he knew who he was. It's like, "Don't touch me, man!"
Oh, he looked like he had like look at that joint. Is this high rendered? Like, why does it look so crisp? Like, this is
so gross.
I need the VHS version of this. Yo. This is too real. This is way too real, dog.
But he actually had like you could see the bones from a couple of his fingers, and it was ripping off. Yeah, the skin was.
That's exactly what you see in the bar when the lights come on at 2:30.
I saw that a couple times.
Yo,
oh man, thinking I don't even get drunk.
Was, if you're talking about moments like comic community, like all wrapped in one, like that's my top, yo. And I think it's a lot of people's tops, yo. Like, are like, yo, come on, y'all gotta give me one, please.
Oh yeah, that's definitely up there.
Yo, nah, you do. Who's next? Who's next?
I didn't pick, like I said, I didn't pick any lines out. I think my probably favorite one is gonna be the "Your Move" creep. Like just a simple, just I like the simple lines because that's what was the 80s was all about, was just that simplistic cheesiness, like or dead or alive, you're coming with me. So I love too also in RoboCop real quick, if we're pointing out things too, is that RoboCop was supposed to like get these guys and bring them in, and he brought in like one guy the whole movie. He killed everyone else, or he beat their ass in the street and left them.
Well, technically he brought in two.
Okay.
He brought two in?
He brought in Clarence. And the guy who got melted there, when he
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah. But you don't see that because he crashes in his motorcycle. So
this whole time that's his one main program.
He brings in Clarence.
Yeah, he brings in Clarence. He does.
Yeah.
Clarence spits the water blood like on the paperwork. I was like, wow, man, disrespectful.
Just give me my flipping phone call. Oh gosh, there's so many good moments in there and quotes and I mean,
did you say yours, Scott? What's yours?
I have a whole bunch running. Gosh, there's just so many good ones. There's one line. There's a friend of mine I used to work with at Kroger. Her name's Cindy, and she loves the movie as well. And we worked in the meat department, and we'd be bringing stuff out, and we'd be working on the line, putting meat out on a Saturday or Sunday because she only worked the weekends. And she'd come over for lunch and stuff occasionally. She and a couple other friends from Kroger, and there was one line that Cindy and I always said to each other all the time. We'd always go, and she was the funniest saying, and she'd be like, "Bitches leave." I love that line. He's like, "Gee, Bob, you gotta call me." I mean, the prostitutes he gets, and they're so dumb. And it's like,
when Barnacle kills that guy that was messing with Dick.
I love that scene because he comes in, tells the girls to leave, not so nicely as I just said a minute ago. And then they, "You got to call me, Bobby," and they leave, and then he shoots him in the kneecaps, and then there's Bob just, "Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me," But that line is just, a guy's coming there to murder somebody. You're lucky he didn't kill them too. Yeah. But he's a professional, so he doesn't care about that. He doesn't care about them. So it's just, let the fish go. Let the little fish go. I've got the big fish right here. So his job is right in front of him, and he's already been paid to do this, by the big man.
It's pretty badass of him too, because he's dismissing two people that could clearly identify him later if they had to.
And he's not scared of that.
No. Why would he be? Because he knows, if he knows if they would talk, he'd just get rid of them later. So
and for all we know, he knows the people who are, the money handlers for those girls, or whatever you want to say, or the businessmen.
If so, but he got access to OCP, which has like surveillance cam. Remember, in Detroit, like the surveillance cameras all over the place and everything like that. He could just go to them, go to Dick, be like, "Yo, I need to see the footage between X, Y, Z." And then I need to track these cars and blah blah blah. Like
it was Detroit in a movie, but it was Dallas in real life.
Yeah,
it was. It was that building. The building was in Dallas. Yeah,
it was so hot. It was so hot that in his suit they were putting like air conditioned hoses down in there while he was sitting. And he lost, I think, what did they say, like 8 pounds a day? I think
something like that. Yeah,
he kept having liquids, and crazy.
You see, even though that is like one of my favorite lines, I know what my absolute favorite scene in the movie is the drug bust in the factory. That shootout is just amazing because he's doing, as Gene was saying earlier, he's going in there, he's doing his cyborg thing. He's taking shots, not even looking, because he knows where they were, he knows where the shots are coming from, and he's just going in there, he's taking ass, he's kicking ass, taking names, and he doesn't care.
Kicking ass.
Yeah, and not bringing him in like he's supposed to.
No. Well, but it's a drug bust, and they're trying to kill him. So it's
I know. It's game on. Yeah, he becomes Judge Dredd at that point. So
pretty much, yeah. I have a whole bunch of questions here, so I'm just going to skip on down the list.
Okay,
yeah. Keep going, dude.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So anyway, the movie's director is Paul Verhoeven. And when I talked with Gene earlier, he was just like, I'm not sure who he is. And I was like, that's no problem. Most people don't know who directs what or whatever until you hear their other movies. And there were a couple of his that I knew he did, and there were a couple I forgot about. I forgot that he did Basic Instinct. He did Showgirls, which nobody likes.
Well, they do, but for reasons we won't bring up on this family show.
Yes. Also, Hollow Man. And of course, one of my favorite movies, the original Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay.
That's just the name of a few. Now, he did a lot of other movies in Europe and stuff because that's where he's from.
He was Starship Troopers too, right?
Yeah. Troopers, and then that's I remember you brought up that question earlier about the directors, and I was like, I don't really know this guy. And then we talked earlier, and you were like, "Oh, he does Starship Troopers." I was like, "Oh, that makes sense because of the commercials."
The commercials,
the commercials.
Perfect. Yeah,
and that's exactly what I was talking about here, because with him and his reputation for blending satire and social commentary with action and violence. Now you're already seeing, how did you think his style influenced RoboCop? Well, he did that movie before any of those other films, so that right there, that's it.
Yeah. There was even commercials. There was commercials in Total Recall for the recall. For
the vacation and everything. Yeah,
vacation and everything like that, and it just makes perfect sense. I'm like, okay, all right, perfect.
So. Stan Lee was asked to direct this movie.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so
RoboCop?
It was presented to him by the guy who came up with the idea. He was pitching the idea. It was being pitched all around town too. Stan Lee had watched the Terminator, and he told the creator the idea, the guy who came up with the movie, and said you'll never top that. And he turned down the movie because of that. He said, "You'll never top Terminator." So he declined to film the movie because of how good Terminator was at the time.
Wow.
I'd buy that for $1.
I don't ever tire of that.
I'm not ready for that. That's like slight jump scare right there. Like,
the you're not ready for it. I know.
Yo, you messing with Rob. Rob can't take that, dog. His heart, dog.
I've seen that a million times. It doesn't scare me now. It would have if I'd never seen it before.
But I don't know if you guys know this or not. I don't know. I probably never told you, but do you know that I met Peter Weller?
Get that in.
Yes, I met Peter.
Our hero.
Yeah, you're welcome. I took a bullet for all of you, and I cried a few minutes later. Actually, I did. I really did. I was like, I met Peter Weller.
Hey, Rob gave me Ghostbusters right here, yo. Okay, I cried. Okay, Zeddemore signed the joint, right? Okay.
I mean, if I met Sting or Sammy Hagar or Jesus, then I'd really cry. So.
Cried, yo.
Well, of course, the movie's originally.
The movie was.
Huh?
No, get it. I cut somebody off.
That's all right. That's what we're here for. Well, it was originally given an X rating before the filmmakers made edits to secure an R rating. Now, since the original release of the film, there has been the Criterion Collection, which I didn't get out of my cabinet in there. And of course, Blu-ray editions like this bad boy right here, and I've got all three of them
That's
in
nice.
here. But the slipcase I put up there because I couldn't stand it up.
Our freak was like, you'll probably cry if you met Rob in person. I already met Rob in person, yo.
Did you cry?
I both watched the video, dog. Okay, all right.
He's here.
He's here. Gaming. I already did that. Yeah, we hung out.
I've seen the videos. I saw no crying. You were a man.
We hugged at the airport.
Joy, okay,
that's good enough.
Yeah, we hugged. He was so happy. He started beating the crap out of me. He was like punching me.
I was giving the
group of people on the sidewalk, and you were like, "Hey, doesn't he look like John Wick?" And they were like,
"Yes,
like,
he does.
Like
shoot me, John. Shoot me."
He fights like him too. Look.
They're like, "No, he looks like some homeless guy's been sitting on this curb for 20 minutes."
Yeah, whatever, dog. Okay. I'm not even. We ain't gonna get into Rob's little style, dog. Like,
yeah, let's focus on
RoboCop. I just found out about that normcore, whatever the hell that is.
Did I tell you guys I met?
Yeah. Our freak is saying, yo, Scott, you're gonna cry when you see Scott in person. Oh, that's what he meant. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, because I'm tough. I know. Sorry. I'm just kidding.
Well, ever since they released the Blu-rays and the Criterion collections, you were able to watch a lot of the footage that was added back into the film that was on the cutting room floor, like the gunshots fired into Mr. Kinney in the boardroom by Ed 209, or the extra brutality that the Boddicker gang expended on Murphy before killing him.
Yeah,
and
that's the one.
That's tough to watch.
Yes, it is. I mean, Jesus, stay...
I didn't realize it was a prosthetic until I saw a documentary on it.
It's pretty real looking. Yeah. It's pretty gnarly. Like I said, I was 12. My dad was like, "Hey, you want to watch this?" I was like, "All right." And then it's like, as soon as it was on, I was like,
So so Rob, you were 12, then I was 10 when I watched it.
Okay.
And I watched it with my dad. I used to watch violent movies with my dad all the time.
Yeah, me too. I didn't really cry. In fact, if I was so excited, I ran across the street to my friend's house and like barged my way into the door to tell him how awesome this movie was. And him and his family were sitting there in the living room, like, no one even let me in. I let myself in, and they were actually just trying to watch TV as a family.
You can't believe it.
Yeah, guys, you're not gonna believe it. They're like,
I watched those joints too. It was great.
Yeah.
And you always tell my dad would tell me stuff like, yeah, if you get shot like that, you can't walk like
no
blocks. It's not gonna happen. Okay. No. So you should watch this a movie. And I'm like, okay, Dad, I know that. But yeah, man, like, oh my gosh. Like, I think you like for audiences now, I think they can still handle it because like Saw and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, dude, as a country, we're so desensitized by stuff now.
Horrible, yo. Like the Evil Dead remake, man. Like that joint's brutal.
Yeah. So that would not get the X rating back. I mean, today that it would have gotten back then. It'd have been like, yeah, that's just kids stuff nowadays. Because I know they still flag stuff today.
Mm-hmm.
But,
yeah.
Because the scene with the melted guy.
Toxie?
Yeah, Toxie. Emil is his name. They were going to take that out of the film, and the MPAA was like, no, we can't have that in the film. It's too gross. And the filmmakers were like, listen, when we had this part in the screenings, it was the actual part that people liked the best. Yeah. So they're like, okay, we'll leave it in the film then. And
tromba.
But there's stuff that's way worse than that.
Yeah.
Like, we're even talking about video games with like Dead Island 2 just came out this week, and it's like, you know how like Dead Space with the strategic dismemberment, like Dead Island 2 is doing even worse than that, yo. Like
good.
Yeah, so like that's like that's baby toy stuff, yo.
Yeah.
That's
That's gonna be a daytime game for me as well.
But Rob, it's during the day of Dead Island. It's not at night.
So it's perfect. Then I'll feel like I'm outside then.
Yeah, it's during the day. There's only like when you go inside, it might be dark. You might turn your flashlight on. Okay,
right.
Getting off track. Sorry, Scott.
It's all right. It's all right. That's what we're here for. Now, it was set in the dystopian version of Detroit. Okay, so I mean, maybe not dystopian like Mad Max dystopian, but it was dystopian. Do you think the portrayal of the city was accurate or exaggerated, even in today's standards? Gene?
Oh, thanks. I think I think it's kind of normal. Like, Detroit used to be where like the audio industry used to be, and like now that's like completely decimated. So there's like literally like one half in Detroit that's good, and the other half that is not so good. It's not doing well because of lack of jobs and everything like that. I mean, is it like accurate? Like gangs like shooting like in the middle of the street, like full on gun battles. It may happen, but I don't think like the fact that the law enforcement isn't going to do anything about it. You know what I mean?
Right. Not like they did in the movie.
Like
we're sitting on our hands. We're going to strike.
Right. Like letting like total areas be completely like blacked out, like on some like Demolition Man type stuff. Like
not like Seattle today.
Huh?
I was just gonna say Seattle. Yeah, there was actually they actually did have shootouts on the streets.
Yeah, Seattle and San Francisco.
They did? Yeah. Oh, they did? Oh, yeah. I didn't. I'm not.
They're just burning shit down.
Yeah, Seattle's really. I think it captured it pretty well. I mean, but they captured more of the beginning of the decline of Detroit. It was starting the beginning of the decline because it was 1987, so it wasn't really, as you know, like Gene is saying, there wasn't really that much craziness in the streets.
No.
But what they did a good job of capturing was the decay of the city, the way that the buildings were looking, trash on the ground.
Right.
Just kind of, you could see that the city was beginning its decline that it's at now. So
what's interesting about that is, you know, they're wanting to make Delta City, which is like this corporate, futuristic looking, you know, thing, you know, something like out of Logan's Run or whatever, and you know, they had that model sitting there, and the model looked different in 1 and 2, but it's like they want to produce this corporately controlled OCP, I would assume, owned city, and they're wanting to just go ahead and run the other one into the ground, you know, just so they can get the other one there faster. So I think that they were part, you know, OCP was part of the problem.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Even like, because they were allowing the police not to be funded well, so they couldn't really do their job. Meanwhile, because of that, people are quitting, all right, as cops, not trying to do it. So there's not enough police force on the street in Detroit. So then you get areas like, if it, in the most extreme case, you get areas where, like, you know, the crime is rampant and like no one can really do anything about it. And then the property value goes down, and then OCP will come in and then buy the area, and then, like, you know, they have their own, like, pretty much like private. They got their own PMC for the most part, or to OCP. So then they just run them in like. And I know we're talking about RoboCop 1, but RoboCop 3 definitely.
I was gonna say,
RoboCop 3 definitely showed that that's what the end result of what they were doing.
Underfunded, and they scraped enough coin together to get his ass a jetpack, though.
Yeah, they should. Hey, look what we found! Bought that from the Mandalorian. Hey, Mando,
you know why? Because movies. That's
right.
Why.
Because movies. That's why.
We don't have any money. RoboCop's like,
it's okay. I'll fund it. I'll fund it.
But yeah, like, I mean, on a serious tip, like, yeah, like it just makes sense, like, for that to happen. You know what I mean? So
yeah. I
Oh
agree.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Well, in the movie, we had memorable characters. They were unique, such as the villainous Clarence Boddicker, whom
man,
I loved his performance, and Dick Jones. I never saw Ronnie Cox play anything but a nice guy. You know, he was always in Beverly Hills Cop. You know, he was the
Yeah.
the captain of the police force, whatever. Nice guy.
Yeah.
Every time I saw him, he said, "Oh, nice guy." But then he's like, in Total Recall in this movie, it's just like, whoa, he really played the villain.
Yeah.
But and even if I already mentioned, the character, Rob, your favorite character in the film, anybody? Don't say the hookers. That's mine. That's mine.
Yeah.
Yo, you can't say that.
They just established this was a family show.
We just said that, dog.
I didn't give them the names and phone numbers.
Family show, okay? We go with that route, dog. Come on, yo, Rob. What's yours, yo?
I mean, I never really, when I'm watching the movie, I never identified, or I was just straight RoboCop, man. I just love RoboCop. Like, I didn't, that he was the favorite character. You know what I mean?
It's RoboCop.
Yeah. Like, this is going to sound like a corny, like, I couldn't think of it. I mean, there's great characters in the movie, but RoboCop to me was the main focus, because as a kid, I want to be RoboCop, or I want, you know what I mean? Like, I connected with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. But I guess my second favorite would probably be the main villain, Clarence.
Oh,
I like Clarence.
Yeah.
Well.
I mean, as far as acting performance goes, and I mean, this is just you could see by the time he was Red Foreman what he's dealt with, So.
Mine was I don't know his actor name, but in the movie his last name was Cox, the black dude with the bandana.
Joe Cox.
Yeah, Joe Cox. Like, he was sadistic because of that laugh.
He was hilarious.
That laugh was like, just like it was grating. Like, it was grated on my soul. Like, when he was laughing, especially when when they killed Officer Murphy and everything like that. Like, the way he was laughing and cackling, like, that was sadistic. And then I'm like, I'm 10 years old, and in my head I'm like, yeah, that dude needs to die.
Yeah, that's as a gang too. I guess as a gang, I would say that was they were a character, and when I watched the Crow gang reminded me of that gang.
Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah, just really sadistic, no care,
lawless. Lawless. They didn't even care about each other. Just
Yup.
Well, the sad thing is, that there are people out there really like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they can stay over there. I'm all set. Straight up and down, dog.
They won't come here though.
Yeah, yo. Is that the lawgiver? I am the law.
I am the law.
I am the law.
I just watched Dredd again the other day. I loved it. Like the second one, Dredd. The first one, it's fun for a comic-y movie, but it's not a comic book movie. But Dredd with Carl Urban, that gets it all day. It's like Punisher Warzone. Yeah, that one makes the other one looks like Disney park rides.
Yo, Warzone, dog. It's the best Punisher movie out, dog. Yeah. All right, we digress. All right, keep it going, Scott.
Well, then of course they use practical effects in the movie. Practically, particularly in the scenes where Murphy was transformed into RoboCop. The scenes of Ed 209 are mostly stop motion effects. They didn't have the camera technology like they have today, because it's much improved today. And there are scenes with Ed 209 that there have been fans that have updated that with like more frames per second to spit up and smoothed out the choppiness of the original stop motion. And it's quite impressive if you've ever seen that, because it's not like, it doesn't look like that. I think it's Ray Harryhausen kind of stop motion look. And you see them side by side, and wow, it's amazing to see that, Ed 209, it's very fluid looking. Of course, they would just, use CGI today probably.
Yeah.
And sometimes CGI just sucks. So I prefer practical effects 99% of the time. I think it should be used to augment, not as a crutch. But what do you think of the special effects in the movie itself, like the Murphy prosthetic they used to shoot him in the head, Rob?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, this is when, watching it the 80s at the time, it was mind blowing, no pun intended, but it was just you saw the effects and everything, and it was just it just felt so real. Watching it now as an adult, though, you're kind of like, you can see, especially like you said with the ED 209, the way it was moving and stuff. It had that almost like Star Wars when they had like a creature come in. You could see the weird.
The Rancor.
It didn't look like it
Oh
should be
no, it's the Rancor.
It didn't look like it should be in the scene, though. You know what I mean? It had
Yeah.
that weird glow around it that you could tell it made it look kind of fake. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
But when you're a kid and you watch it, it's the best thing you've ever seen in your entire life. So, but as an adult, I'm like, oh. So, but I enjoy it for what it was, though. I enjoy it for what it is now. So,
yeah, I like me too. Like it's 80s action. Like it's 80s action.
yeah, it's perfect.
Did it make sense? No.
No, absolutely not.
It's not supposed to make
it's not supposed to make a lot of sense.
Too much sense. No. Like it's just testosterone fuel action, yo. Like movies like The Terminator, man, like Predator. Like Predator. Come on, man, right? And like the Cloak, like special effects. Like if you saw that in real life, I would see the Predator 100%. Like I wouldn't be like confusing it with foliage.
What is that in the trees?
I would not be confusing that with foliage. That? Like no, there's a warp in the light right there. I could see that clearly. Like it's just 80s action, and then Rob, I think you hit it right on the head. Like I'm like a little kid watching this. I'm 10, 11 years old watching this.
Yeah.
Geeking out. Like I have friends at school, they can't even watch like Ninja Turtles on TV. You know what I'm saying?
And here you're watching this almost X-rated movie.
Yeah, though. Like, come on, man. But yeah, as an adult, you see how cheesy it is, but you get that charm, you get that nostalgia.
Right. It doesn't make me hate it by any means. I just sit there and I'm just like, man, we've come a long way. A long way.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Well, Gene, the movie was both a critical and a commercial success upon its release. Why do you think it was so well received?
Why is it well received? As I'm like looking at my notes.
Oof, I know.
I think I'm gonna say the biggest thing is that it has the most memorable one-liners, like in terms of those movie genres. I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger is like the big guy with those one-liners, but there's one-liners, there's memes dedicated to RoboCop right now, man. Like, come on, man. Like, even when gearing up to this podcast, and we're talking about it on Facebook, like, how many times Rob or you or me we're throwing up like a meme or a GIF or something like that relates like directly to the movie. And it's not hard to find. Like,
right. Yeah.
It's not hard to find. Like Rob's probably looking for one right now. Like,
no, I'm just making sure.
I'm kidding.
But you're right, because when we were all sharing this post for talking about the show, we were constantly posting RoboCop memes and everything, like gifs back and forth, like just sharing all the different. Yeah. We could Scott, you already been throwing up the by that for $1, right? It's about to do it again. Watch.
No, not at all.
Well, you can't do it now. You said it.
I thought he was.
I'm not doing that.
I thought I saw the look. My fault.
Hands off the house.
You're also the one who decided to tell everyone today that you're gonna wear pants. So
I actually did not take my pants off. They're still on. So. It's like.
I can tell you why I think it was popular for the 80s if I can jump in.
Yeah,
and it's simply because it was even though he wasn't fully it's robots. We were so obsessed with robots and sci-fi in the 80s.
Yeah.
Transformers, GoBots.
Yeah.
RoboCop came out at a time where we were just thirsty and wanting more things robot. And then it came out, and here was a robot who was part man, and he could shoot things, and so that's even better. So
I think you got to sympathize with him because he was murdered, and now he's out there unconsciously avenging himself.
Yeah. He lost his whole life over all this, so he just basically. That's it for me, man.
That's
I was just trying to be funny, but like, I'm kidding.
Oh. Well, I think you both kind of hit the nail on the head. Excuse me. I think you hit the nail on the head, especially, it was the 80s. You had all this action. Yeah. And this thing, instead of like, oh, hey, can we have a sequel where it's bigger, better, faster? This was bigger, better, faster. And it was the first movie. And, he's out there, like you said, he's blowing things up. He's taking out the bad guys, and he's doing it he has a set of rules he has to, abide by, but he's abiding by them very clearly, and he's just taking people out left and right. And how many times would you like to see that happen instead of, oh, well, this guy, we know he murdered somebody, he got off scot-free, or that person's not even going to get arrested.
It's the vengeance.
Yeah.
Vengeance.
I am the law.
Art Freak says that he was killed but still had to go to work.
Yes.
That's the worst, man.
He was killed, but he still had
man,
to go to work.
get to the man.
Art Freak got that one right.
Yeah.
That was so good, man.
I don't think I'm gonna make it in today, guys. Let me guess, you were shot by a gang over some drugs in a warehouse, right? You better get your ass to work.
Yeah, man.
What? You're dead? Nah.
No.
You got a note?
Not really.
Yeah.
You
got a note from your drug dealers?
Remember the organ donor card you signed on your driver's license?
You signed it.
That's what happens.
Baby. All of it. Well, Gene, the movie spawned several sequels, as you know, and a series and a reboot, which some people are, they're okay with, as a movie on its own. But like I to me, it's almost like Iron Man. But anyway, what do you think the legacy of RoboCop is in pop culture?
It's gonna stay. It's just like we just got off just earlier with our conversation, like vindication. Like, you're wrong, you're unjustly like taken from the world, and you have a chance to come back to try to like set things right and everything. Like it's the ultimate do-over. You know what I mean? Like,
that's a good way to put it. The ultimate do-over.
It's like the ultimate do-over.
Yeah.
Like you talking about extra life. Like, there you go. You know what I mean? So I think it's going to be super relevant. There's tons of movies that have been out. Look, Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Edge of Tomorrow with Tom Cruise. Get to respawn the day over and over, stuff like that. Other iterations of the same thing, of being able to actually go back and like change something that happened to for justice and everything.
Right.
So,
yeah, it's relative because it's relatable, is what you're saying, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I told you I met Peter Weller, didn't I? Did I ever tell you? Yeah, I actually met him. Yeah.
See,
you didn't even get the clapping this time.
That's okay.
Hey.
So, but yeah. Yeah, we're pen pals now.
What's the last?
I send him.
So, do we have a last question?
Well, actually, that was about it. But as for the pop culture, I think that a lot of people, especially in our age bracket and people who are younger, like my sons, they've of course seen the movie and they saw it when they were maybe 13, 11, 12,
Okay.
14, somewhere around in there. It's not like I was showing them when they were 6 or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, it's definitely had an impact, I think, on what we see when it comes to how gross things can be, how shocking they can be.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it also takes it a step up when it comes to how high the quality should be of a movie, even though its budget may not have been as high as some other movies at the time. I think that they were like, okay, we can see where the money's being spent.
Right.
So and when it comes to pop culture, I think that that's what ends up happening is you get this legacy of this was important then, and that's how come it's kind of like the cream and it rises to the top of everything else. And people are like, yeah, you know, the original RoboCop, I love that. The second one, oh, maybe not so much. I love the second one almost as much, but I think that pop culturally, it's going to be sticking around for a long, long time. You know,
Oh
RoboCop
yeah.
to me is kind of like the Beatles of violent, action movies from the '80s. People are going to be talking about it for a long time. So.
I agree with that too. I mean, here we are, like you said, our age group, and you and I are still wearing RoboCop T-shirts. I have a ton of RoboCop toys and collector stuff, and it's passed down to my kids now, which is awesome. My kids now.
I'm a Game Boy.
Yeah.
I'm a Game Boy.
So, like you said, if my sons are liking it, and maybe they'll collect some stuff later on as they're grown, and then who knows? But again, it's still going. It's still. Sure. I mean, there's lots of people who know RoboCop. So
and they did a remake, however bad it may be. Like they did a remake. They did a remake of Total Recall too.
Yeah, that was terrible. But
and
the RoboCop had some stuff in it that I liked though.
Yeah,
the Total Recall one. Oh,
the Total Recall. The Terminator series is still going on. Like, come on now. Like Scott, you were telling us earlier about that. Like Amazon when Amazon bought the rights for RoboCop now.
Well, Amazon.
Who does say they're going to do a series?
Amazon owns MGM Holdings.
Yep.
And MGM Holdings owns Orion, which was resurrected just to do the third Bill and Ted movie.
Right.
So they now technically own RoboCop, and they are going to. Well, there's been a RoboCop sequel in the works for a couple of years now, and the original 2 writers they're on board. They're going to take the script that was originally going to be 3, and they've been working on it and retooling it, and it's going to be RoboCop 3. But I don't know if it's going to get scrapped and screwed up by Amazon since they have their hands in the cookie jar and they're not too good at handling.
It's going to stretch it to a series.
But if they're going to do it in a series, but I guess what they were going to do, they're going to keep it in the 80s, 90s era, and they were going to just retool this script that was going to be part 3, and then the new director came along and said, "I don't want this," and he came up with his own script, and we saw how that worked out. Even Peter Weller was like, "No, I'm done. I'm not doing this shit."
Yeah.
And it was shitty. I mean,
it was a jetpack, I bet.
He didn't even do anything half the movie. And then the effects were horrible. I mean, I do better here in my studio here.
Ruined.
But hey, I have a big surprise for you guys.
Okay.
I have a surprise.
All right.
I put out an invitation a few days ago to a friend of Game Closet and the channel, and he's going to be joining us live right now from Detroit. Gene and Rob. Yes, it's RoboCop. Please welcome Alex Murphy himself.
I am doing well, Dr. Scott. Thank you. Hello, Rob and Technish. I just wanted to drop by and say thank you for taking a trip down memory lane with my movie.
Hey,
it's our pleasure. We're glad you could stop by. Can you stay for a bit?
We'll beat up though, man.
Unfortunately, no. Somewhere there is a crime happening.
Yeah, there is.
Well, we're glad you could stop by and say hello, especially after that bad incident we had at the Game Closet Theater for the review of Hunt Down.
I apologized for that. I am truly sorry that ever happened.
It's okay, Murphy. If the viewers have not seen the review of Hunt Down on Game Closet by now, just to let you know, things got pretty crazy with Murphy and the Terminator in the theater, and I had to ask Murphy to leave, didn't I, Murph?
That's water under the bridge. I wish him and my ex-wife the best, even though I heard they are going through a rough patch.
Oh, wow.
I don't want to spread rumors, but what I heard was that...
Murphy? Alex, hello?
Don't listen to him, Dr. Scott. Alex is lying to you.
you
Cindy and I
hijack
are having the
Murphy's
time of
phone
our
call?
lives. We love each other very much.
No. That's it. Get out of it. I swear that guy.
Man.
Well, we thank Alex for giving us a call. We really appreciate it. So, thanks Murphy for calling us. That was
What a stand-up guy, man. Literally.
Yeah, literally.
Like he's still on the job after getting smashed up from 2.
Yes, he is.
You can see in his interview that the budget's gotten way worse too, because he's just falling apart.
He's falling
His
apart,
mouth
man.
didn't even move.
Yeah,
No,
mouth doesn't move. The
He has like a
jetpack's gone.
speaker. He has no tongue. There's like a speaker in his mouth, right? He just speaks to that stuff. He's like,
He's been parked too long in Detroit, I think, and so they've been salvaging.
Speaking of memes, shall we? Yeah, the harbinger of memes, baby. So I got some memes for you guys.
Oh,
Yes,
there we go.
The dude died, and they made him go to work. Thank you, Art Freak.
Art Freak, yeah, nailed that one.
I already nailed it. All right, you know the one.
You don't see me, and you know me.
Oh my gosh,
I love
that's
that.
cheesy.
Yeah.
I love the people in the background too. Oh my
Oh,
god!
look at homie. He got the
What do you
people
want?
outside. He got the RoboCop.
Oh man, turn it off. Oh my god! At first, I thought that his collar was part of his hair. Also, I thought.
Nah.
I thought he had a
Yeah, that's
tail
pretty
coming
bad.
down. Oh my!
What was he thinking?
I don't know,
It's
man.
like, that is horrible.
That bro got second in fantasy football. That's what happened.
And the next slide. I want to look like the old RoboCop. Don't you understand? That poor guy.
Oh,
I wonder if he gets
man.
approached on the streets. Oh yeah, you were RoboCop.
Yeah.
This
Poor
was
guy.
so.
I don't even know his name. I mean,
I don't
just
even know.
that guy who was
all I
RoboCop.
remember. All I remember, this actor was in that what's that movie? It's like in Russia, but then there's like aliens that are like
no, not District 9.
no, it's like they're like a lecture. All right, don't worry about that. If somebody knows, just put it in the comments.
Put it in the comments. Yeah.
Yeah, put it in the comments though. But
I think
it's
I've
only
got
place-
one more. I think
Yeah,
there's
okay.
one more.
Oh yeah, I sent you that.
Yeah.
RoboCop.
Parkman. Park.
Boat.
Boat. Oh, cop. The future.
I just need to see him pursue that.
Yeah, man. They ain't doing nothing from there, man. He's like Aquaman.
like does he control water? So like he has to always have water in him so he can row. Like
He's
You in the boat over there.
Crime's on the land, man. I'm out. It's on the land, man. I'm out.
He works with the Coast Guard. That's
Do
what
you
he
hear
does.
that?
He just works-
I hear a 4-year-old melting down out in my living room.
Okay.
Yeah, she was banging on the door a minute ago. Did you hear that?
There it is.
Wow.
Oh no! You gotta tend to that, sir.
Nah, she's being tended to.
Okay.
Yeah, RoboCop's out there.
I'd be crying too if I saw RoboCop.
RoboCop, robots.
Rowboat Cop. Yeah.
Oh, the future of water-based law enforcement.
Well, that closes out the harbinger of memes for this week.
Oh
Nice.
my gosh.
Oh man.
Oh, this is a new game coming out. I just seen that.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm messing things up here.
Mine's pre-ordered.
Oh, you did? You pre-ordered
Oh, yeah.
yours? Did you get it like a deluxe edition or anything?
Mhm. Yeah. I went to GameStop and just put the money down because I don't trust Amazon anymore. So
Nah, Amazon won't give it to you
Dude,
on
they've
time.
hosed me on so many things, man. I just don't pre-order with them anymore.
Yeah, you go to GameStop. Yeah, I'm gonna do mine too. I gotta go pick up Dead Island 2 this week, and then I'm gonna go grab that.
I still gotta beat the 360 one, so
Well, since we started talking about it, I
All
accidentally
right.
brought it up.
Let's bring it up.
I pushed the wrong button, so of course, RoboCop Rogue City is coming out, and did you say it's like September 25th, something like
yes,
that?
yep, September, yep.
Yeah, and
Yep.
it's by the same people who made
excuse me.
Resistance, Terminator Resistance. Now I've played through some of that so far, and it's not bad. It's not clunky or anything. It can be hard at some spots, and if they do half as well with that as they did with RoboCop Rogue City, then I'll be happy. So
Yeah.
Literally, that's what I was gonna refer to. Terminator Resistance.
And yeah, Gene got me on Resistance too, so
yeah,
it's pretty good.
Like I'm telling you, like it's like with Terminator Resistance. As soon as you start that game up, they hit you with the theme music.
Mm-hmm.
That's just enough.
Yeah, it's
to
enough.
get in it. That's just enough. So if RoboCop can follow suit with that, like that would be great. Or somehow have the theme music in there, like maybe like when RoboCop.
I think that they will.
Yeah, they
because
gotta
it's made
get
the
that
same
in
people,
there,
and they have Peter Weller. He's actually voicing RoboCop for it. So,
yeah.
I think that it won't be a problem.
And this goes back to your earlier point, Scott, too. This is yet another thing that's still keeping RoboCop going, because you're gonna get a lot of younger people now playing this game, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, what's RoboCop?" And then they're gonna find out there's a movie. And
there's a movie.
Yeah, and then they're gonna stumble upon the remake first, and then think that's the best one.
Because
this isn't the RoboCop.
Because it looks newer. It's like, oh, this is the most recent one. This must be the best one.
And that same kid will be a waiter at a restaurant and will correct me, saying that that RoboCop's the original, not the 1987 one. And then I'll have to leave the restaurant and make a big scene. No, sorry, we're going on.
No tip for you.
I've escalated the story and made it all about me.
I'm not feeling this person to serving my food.
Yeah.
At all.
Well, anyway, Resistance was in 2020. I've got a few photos here. I didn't want to actually possibly play the trailer and get a copyright strike. I think it would be okay since it's already been.
Someone's mic's popping. Is that mine or yours?
I think that might be Rob's. Yep.
All right, cool. All right, good. Just look at.
Oh, do this. Wow, my daughter's really going crazy up there. See, that's why I want to move.
Is mine still bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like Rob's mic's popping a little bit. Like we could call it if anything.
Well, we're almost finished through here.
Okay. Is that
so I got
a
few pictures here.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. That's
okay.
good.
Yeah.
All right.
There's that's like probably what the cover will be like. But they've rendered him really nicely here.
Oh, what's with the big pouty lips, man?
Well,
that's
he's got
what he
big
had.
pouty lips. Yeah.
They were that big.
He had that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. All right.
Well, I mean, he's older now, so he's not so pouty.
Sure. Yeah. There. Okay.
That's a classic Ford Taurus.
See, that's a classic side view in the black Taurus.
Love that car, man. That's so many. That's so many of those back there.
Oh
yeah, dude, that's the best right there. The black Taurus. I know it's a Taurus, man.
It's a black Taurus. You got a black Taurus.
Dude, those cars don't even have enough power to get out of their own way, man.
Well, if you had a show, those things could move. But otherwise,
oh,
you
the SHO, yeah. I remember those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dang.
It's just gorgeous.
I've seen gameplay for it too. I love the heads up display. Like it's classic, like what you call it, catback television view, CRT. Yeah.
CRT, yeah.
CRT, yeah. I always mess that up.
There's my boy.
Which means cathode radio tube, kids, if you're paying attention.
Yeah, the big back TVs.
I'll say that to somebody. I'll say cathode ray tube, and they'll go, "What?" I go,
but yeah, like it has the classic view and everything.
Look at
like
that, man. That looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this game I think is gonna be awesome. I don't care. I'll like it no matter what. So I even like the one that's on the original Xbox and GameCube, that RoboCop.
Yeah.
They have one for the original.
It looks decent, but the gameplay's
If you tweak the controls a little, hear me out, and you change the inversion stuff, it actually plays really well.
I'll check it out then, because I've never checked it out.
I hated it when I first played it because the gun was just like, and I was like getting just destroyed. But once I tweaked the controls, you just RoboCop all the way through. So, and it's got a cool feature where you can stay behind stuff for a minute, turn or overshoot, and then go back down to being protected.
Oh, cover system.
Yeah.
Oh, I usually see it out there pretty cheap. So I'm supposed to be going to a couple game stores I haven't been to before.
Yeah, give it a shot again. I would.
Yeah. Well, interestingly, about 10 years ago, now this was long after the original Xbox era, they were digging a bunch of stuff out of the back at the local Walmart, and they had like a whole bunch of stuff they brought out, and they had like 2 of the original RoboCops sitting there on the shelf for like $5, and I was like, I heard it was bad, I'm not going to buy it, so I didn't buy it.
Wow,
Your microphone's messing up again.
I don't know.
Smack it!
It's got to be the internet. Is it good now?
Nah,
it's still popping.
what are the? There you go. Get some ferrite cores. Now I can't hear you at all.
Yeah,
I can't hear you at all. Yeah, you're completely muted now.
hit the
We've
mute
lost. All right, so you know any sign language?
Do not know sign language. No, I won't act it out either. Just...
He's back. Can we hear you? Hold on.
Rob, you there? Yeah, we can't hear you.
No, nothing.
All right, cool, man.
Oh no, well we can't hear him. Okay, so you can just nod a lot in the last couple seconds. We're pretty much done, everybody. So, hey, thanks for tuning in for the very first episode. There we go.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in for the very first episode of Game Closet Video Vault Live. We're going to be doing video games and movies, pop culture, and stuff like that. Technish, Gene, tell everybody where they can find you.
Yo, you can find me on Facebook at Caps Off Gaming, all one word. You can also find me on Instagram with the same moniker, and then also on YouTube, Caps Off Gaming with Technish. On YouTube, I post videos. I do a podcast too, me and Rob, and then also I do this series called The Dirty 30.
Yeah.
Go over some new games that may have popped up or either on Game Pass or just dropped. So check it out, and it's success of your own, so celebrate it.
Yeah, that game you were doing now, that
Ghostwire
Tokyo.
Ghostwire Tokyo. That's my game.
Beautiful.
I'm streaming that too, so you'll catch me pop every now and then playing that because that game's dope. I love Japan.
I'm digging it. I can't wait to check it out myself.
Mm-hmm.
Rob, where can we find you?
Oh man, I just hang out with you guys or Facebook. So
We know you got the big page on Facebook. I know you do it just for fun, but you post some great memes. You're always sharing stuff. You're sharing other people's
the history
pages.
stuff.
You know.
Yeah, I never toot my own horn, man. I'm happy with what I do, and people, they like it. That's good. Hey, were we gonna tell everyone too about the other?
Absolutely. I was gonna get to that next.
Okay.
So you want me to go ahead and tell them?
Just for my daughter Natalia, she's watching. She likes to do this with me.
Well, I was gonna put the picture of our first
All right.
thing, but I forgot to. So they'll
What's
just have to
this?
see it when they see it.
You'll see, my friend.
Yeah, they will see. But we wanted to make a special announcement here at the end, and at this time also, Technish Retro Rob would like to announce that a podcast that all three of us will be doing is called Yet Another Podcast.
Yeah, another podcast.
So we'll mostly be talking about video games and gaming, but we'll be mixing a little bit of whatnot here and there from time to time, and you can see that on the Game Closet channel and on Facebook, and maybe we'll put it here and there. You'll be able to find it. We'll direct you. But for now, it'll be monthly, and it'll grow in frequency, and just keep an eye out on that, and you'll be able to see us, and we'll be doing this here and there as well. So
right. I like that.
Yeah.
Every month, I like that.
Yeah, I mean, if we, like I said, we were talking about it. If we do it just once a month to get our sea legs, let's say 3 months from now, we're like, let's go to once every other week. Then if we do it once every other week, that's fine too.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. Yeah, this is gonna be good. Yeah.
Yeah, more fun for everybody.
All right.
So, yeah. So I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. Oh, of course, you can find me on the Game Closet. And I'm hanging over there doing whatever I do, throwing stuff and putting cherry pie on my head and dressing like a cheerleader and making snide jokes and all that. So
trucker.
Yeah. So, dress like a trucker. So, come check us out over there in the Game Closet for a little fun over there too. And we'll be putting all of our links in the bottom in the description. So we'll see you here real soon. Thanks you for tuning in. Thanks you for tuning in.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw! By the way, did I mention that I met Peter Weller?
Yes! I'd buy that for $1.
Yes, I met Peter Weller.
Awesome. Well, hey, thanks, Scott. This is awesome, man. I can't wait to do our next one. So
yeah, me too, man. I'm looking
I'll see you guys. Basically, we'll be communicating tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll hang out just for a minute and we'll talk after the show.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
All right, we'll talk to everybody later.
All right.